What's going on, Wolves and Warriors? My name's Jay Stewart, and this is the Better Body Academy podcast, the #1 show for those looking to permanently overhaul their mind and body without dumb diets and unsustainable workout programs. We banish the fitness industry BS and replace it with science-backed strategies proven through countless client transformations. In the Better Body Academy, we help busy men and women around the world get unstuck and back into momentum so they start feeling strong and sexy again. Our mission is to transform 1 million lives, and you, my friend, could be next. And on that note, let's get straight into today's show. Welcome back to the Better Body Academy podcast, the podcast that you come to when you're sick of the dumb diets and unsustainable workout programs. I'm recording this episode for those listening on the podcast on a Sunday afternoon, Australian time. And just like I felt this need to go live and record this podcast, not for any real massive purpose, but just because I'm feeling super inspired. I've just had a bit of a back and forth with one of our favorite, favorite clients, Kelly Brown. She's one of our mastermind students, and her expertise is in social media. And basically, she has just said, you guys have helped me change my life massively, and I want to help you, continue with marketing your business to the next level. And it just really made me think about how, the law of reciprocity works. The law of reciprocity works like this. The more value you give to people in your surroundings, the more you continue to double down and turn up, especially, from my position as a coach, and just not disappear like so many in the fitness industry do. You just keep turning up, and you're relentless in your pursuit and your passion and your purpose. Stuff comes to you, in a way that's almost unexpected sometimes. And just to start this podcast episode out, I think just noting Kelly, that's an example of that. And so this is the relationship we try to create with you, our clients, and hopefully this continues on for years and years and years and decades and decades and decades. But what I wanted to talk about, where I have this kind of feeling of gratitude at the moment, is I'm just kind of got this idea in my mind right now that a lot of us, whether you're in the academy or not, have so many reasons why things are difficult, particularly during this lockdown period, right? I'm very quick to sort of say to you, repeatedly, you need to stop looking for motivation and you need to start being disciplined, okay? But I don't want that to be taken as me not understanding how mentally draining things can be. When you're stuck in a house and you haven't seen your friends and your support group and the people that really lift you up for a long period of time, that's a difficult thing to kind of comprehend. And I'm really glad that our Aussie friends are kind of getting to the point where they look like they're going to be out of jail soon. But it just made me think of kind of this idea about you can have a million different reasons why you can't do it, and a million different reasons why it's hard, and a million different reasons why you don't have the time, and a million different reasons why you're too tired. We all have those reasons, and those reasons quite often are justifiable. Okay, now I'm going to give you an example of, I'm not going to talk specifically about her name, but one of the ladies that I had a chat to just yesterday, who is joining our academy, she's got, a lesion on her brain, possible MS, rheumatic fever, and that's a fucking really tough thing to have to deal with. The reality is she's got many more reasons to not start a transformation. However, she looked, and she's probably 30 kilos over where she wants to be. And even with the load that she's carrying around these, medical conditions, she's found the one reason that she wants to get started and doesn't want to stay stuck any longer. And that one reason is that she wants to look at herself in the mirror and feel good. You know, I think a lot of us, when I ask people in their Better Body Academy application form, I ask them, like, why are you wanting to do this? Like, what's the thing that's driving this? What's your why? And so many men and women put what is the honorable thing to put. The thing that they put down is that I want to be around for my kids, and I want to be a good role model. And I think that's part of the reason, especially for parents. It's part of the reason why we start a transformation. But when life gets on top of you, and it does, and you have bills that need paying, and you've got dinner that needs cooking, and you've got a screaming baby, it's not always just that simple to say, well, I'm going to prioritize my kids, and that's the reason why. What's actually going to happen is when you wake up at 6 o'clock for that planned exercise session that you said that you were going to do, you're not going to be thinking of the kids. You're going to be thinking of how fucking tired you are, right? That's what you're going to be thinking of. You're going to be thinking of how drained you are, right? You're going to be thinking of how the thing that you feel like doing the most is staying in bed. You're not going to be thinking of your kid. And so this is where getting clear on what your simple one reason is for getting started or continuing your transformation, this is where it's important. You can have these ideas about being a great role model and all that sort of stuff, and they're important. But there is nothing more important than having a why where you're doing it for yourself, where the driving reason that you are in this transformation is for your own self-integrity, where the driving reason is because you want to get up in the morning and have a shit and have a shower and then look at yourself while you're washing your hands and go, I like that person. And it's not just about the physical, it's the mental. It's the fact that that is your self-image. Your self-image is a projection of how you see yourself. And you want to be at the point where you just think to yourself, you know what? Like, I like this guy or girl looking back. And when you decide to draw a line in the sand and say, you know what? Going forward, I'm going to do the right thing by this guy or girl looking at me in the mirror. And I'm going to prioritize myself. And sometimes that's going to mean making difficult decisions. Sometimes that's going to mean pissing other people off. Sometimes that's going to mean turning people down. Sometimes that's going to mean prioritizing yourself and your own family at the detriment of other people. And that's going to be tough, particularly if you're the sort of person that loves doing things for other people. But you know what? When you are guided by this singular reason, which is, I want to have a fantastic life experience and I want to look at myself in the mirror every day and just get a sense of well-being, that I like the person looking back, that's the thing that's going to get you up at 6 o'clock in the morning. It's not going to be being a good role model for your kids. That's just not enough. We are driven as humans by what's in it for us. What is going to get you up is thinking to yourself, fuck, I don't want to feel this tiredness anymore, right? I want to look at myself in the mirror and like the person looking back. I want to go out and prove that I can do things and conquer things that I haven't been able to do before. That is the thing that's going to help you override the self-limiting beliefs that have held you hostage for so freaking long. And so, as I kind of pull this short podcast episode to a close, I just, want to remind you going into the new week to have a little bit of a think more, whether you're in the academy or not, have a bit of a think more. Why is it that you're doing this? What is it that's going to get you up tomorrow morning and have a powerful day, despite the shit that's going to fly? Like, stuff is going to happen, but if you are clear in your vision and your why and why you're doing the hard things, why you're overriding your desire to stay in bed, why you're overriding your desire to finish up the gym session early, why you're overriding your desire to sit on the couch and watch Netflix, if you have that clear reason, that clarity around that, it's going to help you to stay in momentum even when the day is tough. You can have all the reasons why you can't do it. Your goal should be to find that one reason that you can do it. And that one reason that you can do it is your own sense of self and integrity. I hope this video is just a very simple reminder, guys, that you don't need to be perfect. You just need to etch away and make that daily progress. And what's going to happen, and I'll give you this with so much fucking certainty because it's what I've experienced myself as I sit here in Cagliari and I'm looking over the beautiful view here, and we're just about to take a flight to Malta and go visit my WOG brotherhood. It's just like, if you believe it and you continue to turn up, it doesn't make sense looking forward. It does not make sense looking forward. But in a year's time, in 2 years' time, in a decade's time, when you're looking back, the dots will join. They don't make sense looking forward, but when you're looking back, the dots will join. And then you'll think to yourself, the only regret I had is not trusting myself a little bit sooner. Wise words from Jason on a Sunday afternoon. This has been the Better Body Academy podcast. The podcast you come to when you're sick of the dumb diets and unsustainable workout programs. And I wish you and your families the most beautiful end to the weekend. I'll see you in the next. Wolves and Warriors, thank you so much for tuning in. If this podcast is hitting the mark for you and giving you the confidence to start your own personal journey, I want you to hit me up on Facebook or head over to my Instagram at jstewart_BetterBodyAcademy and DM me with the words Better Body Academy. I want to give you the tools to permanently overhaul your mind and body without dumb diets and unsustainable workout programs. Our mission is to achieve 1 million lives transformed, and you, my friend, could be next. So hit me up on Facebook or head over to my Instagram at jstewart_BetterBodyAcademy and DM me with the words Better Body Academy, and we can have a chat about whether we can help you with your transformation goals.